two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Mitchell Trubisky's Chargers.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now Trubisky on first down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here we go now. No. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Newton on first down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
McCaffrey across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And
they're hoping to do it consistently here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
What? Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though, and it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And he motions the wide receiver.
All right, now, Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll try the air now with Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's Newton. Completes it to Benjamin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. An update now from Oakland, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Room to run past midfield. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. Green 39.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the 45.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On on second down, here's Trubisky. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they run with Mixon. They find some open field here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 31. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Buying time to his left. And shedding through the tackle. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Trubisky to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, nice move. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Forced out to his left, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He hits White, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And now it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On first down, Newton steps away to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.